And this is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey reporting to you from my TBC Live Broadcast, episode number 101. Okay, 101 live broadcast. I want to thank those that's here for me and what I can see right now. Episode. It is Syringe, the TBC Prayer War. Thank you so much for being first today on my live chat here for my live broadcast out of New Zealand. I know that I have another one watching me too here. That one could be it could be several people, but I know one is watching me. A little one that's 2 years old that she just claps her hands and jump up and happy when she sees me. And so I want to give thanks for that little one named Kayla. How you doing, sweetie? I know she's right here, Virginia Beach, and some other adults around her, and just watching her how she responds to me. This happens daily. You know, and I hope soon I meet this little one because she's a very little special little girl, extremely smart. And I know I have someone out there in Tennessee watching me that's so dear to me that's watching this. And I want to say for those in the U.S., happy Independence Day, happy 4th. This is our holiday for those that may not be familiar with our holiday here, but this is the independence of our country, of the USA. This is the date that we celebrate the 4th of July. You may know that it was a movie that came out years ago and a second one dealing with the 4th of July, Independence Day. But anyway, it's great to be here among you all today. One thing that I'm going to do today, I'm gonna talk a little about educating people, in TBC. But first I get on that subject. It's something that one of the persons on my team asked me to do because that person wants to do some transactions and they're not familiar how to do it. They haven't done it before. And so they want to know, how do you do a transaction under this new TBC009.net? That is our new TBC website. For our wallet. Some of us are still on the TBC004.net. That will be ending, phased out by the end of this month. Now let's say they decide to continue our migration. They haven't notified us that. So I'm assuming, as of right now, that the last date of migration will be on July 31st of this month. And if they end on July 31st, you best be migrated by the last day of the 30th, because they're ending the 31st on Fiji time, not your time. And remember that. They said Fiji time. If you're reading the blog, when we start talking migration, and I'm going to just say this to you all anyway. Whenever TBC admin give you a date, be counting on it being Fiji time. They do it on their time, not your time. Okay? So that's why people on my team, when it's something a major to happen in TBC, which our wallets or our website or anything regarding TBC, I try to get it done early. The only thing we waited on in my team was migration, because I want to make sure that all the transactions and everything in their system was moving smooth with any problem, because I understand technology, and particularly blockchain technology. So I want to make sure that everything, myself and the rest of the team, we could go through it with no major issues. I only have one issue, and y'all may have seen this happen. A member of your team, a person got all their, and I know that is right because I did it for this person, and I know their password and their emails and all that. And it basically said once I was registered in the TBC009.net, it actually said that the email you're using is already in use. So that person has to do a support ticket at the help desk. Okay, that's how that a support ticket has to happen. All right, that was good. Serene said, "Hi, Miss Kayla." Yeah, that Miss Kayla is only Serene is only 2 years old, and she may not understand everything I'm saying, but she She can't say Tyrone. She says own, own. It's funny. And she's just as cute as she can be, you know. But anyway, so I'm saying there are little technical things can happen when you register to be migrated. You go through all the 10 questions, and then you start to put all your information as you did back when you first signed up for the TBC004.net, the regular rock, that a lot of people still on. But now, based on our team size, one person is migrating. We got to do a help desk under the new help desk support ticket system, and they got to do whatever it is because there's a glitch in the system there. See, I talk about all the time, as part of your education, and I'm going to just say this about education, is that you have to understand that we will have challenges along the way, okay? We will have challenges along the way as we continue to even go through the new network, the robust one, that transactions are moving much faster and more robust. But you got to understand that challenge is going to come. This is a part of learning. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, before I go on, I'm going to do a screen share and show how, and it's very easy, how to do a transaction. Now, I'm not going to do the actual transaction. I'm going to show you how the beginning part, because how you send it, okay? I'm not going to spend a long time because when I don't want people to see my TBC address for long so they can copy it down. So I'm going to use it. I don't have this stuff where you can just block out stuff and all that kind of thing. I don't have that software. I don't know. I'm not sure how that's done. So you will see some things in my TBC wallet that it's going to be there for a moment. Okay. So here we go. Let's do a screen share. And let's go to TBC00.net. My computer saves a lot of things, so it's right here. Okay, let me get rid of this email, one of my team's email, and this is my email. All right, let me put in my password. All right, and notice here, you see Kringles. When you hit display, it shows how many TBC coins you currently have. Now, what you do here, when you're ready to send something, you hit send. All right, and what you do down here, you'll see, well, they'll say what the current TBC is currently at, which is really a little bit better than 8.1 million dollars in TBC in US dollars. Really, it's 8.2. Never mind about that. Notice it says transactions larger than 1,000 will be reported to the commissioner. So basically, I will put it this way: if you're doing one for 1,000 or more, you got to send a notification to commissioner at thebillioncoin.info. That's commissioner at thebillioncoin.info. That's the email address. All right. You put the recipient's TBC wallet address in this area where it says repeat. You just copy and paste it. They have to give it to you, so you have it. You put it in this area. Then you just put any amount. It could be 5. It could be 100. It could be 100. And let me tell you something about this. You can put 100, or you can put a dollar sign before it, I believe. Let me see. Hold on here a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me see if we'll let us do that, because somebody was asking me about this before. No, hold on a minute. Correction, because I don't believe it'll let you do that. I thought that's what God told me, but no, it won't let you do that. So just put them out. Just put 100. It will automatically compute for you how much is that in TBC. Okay. See, if you put, see, you can have it. It's already going to be in TBC currency. When you put it in US dollars, put that there, and put how much you want to put. You can put 100, or say 250. It's going to automatically put 250 US dollars. It's going to actually compute it in TBC based on the currency of that country. You see? It does it automatically. And people want to say, well, what if I live in New Zealand? What if I live in other countries? Well, it's my understanding when you actually send it in US dollars, it will automatically send in that currency that's, say, in New Zealand, or say Naira is in Nigeria. It would automatically send the currency that's of that country to someone else in that country. It's my understanding you just it's going to do it in US dollars, or go back to what I said, TBC. Just keep it in TBC and put the amount you want there. And it automatically picks it. Not like you did in TBC 004, where you had to figure out how much $100 was, how much was $200 or $300, therefore and thereon. You could put up to 5. When I say, what I would do, if I had a person that wanted to buy $1,000 worth, what I would do, I would break it up. Okay? Break it up. All right? But still, it adds up to $1,000. If you're doing $1,000, you got to send an email to notify them. And they have to get approval before you actually make that particular transaction. And I'm going to say that email again. You know the @ sign. It's commissioner@thebillioncoin.info. And then when you got the person, the recipients, the person that you sent it to, the amount, their TBC wallet address, go here, the new one, not the 004.net, the TBC 009.net. You can no longer make transactions as of when? In 3 more days, the 7th, you will not be able to make even more transactions in the TBC 004.net. That stops it. They're going to take everybody's that have not migrated to this new wallet. They're going to what? They're going to take those send buttons away on the 7th. Okay? What did I say about Fiji time? Count if they said on the 7th, you need to be counting at 6. I'm telling you, I know it. I've seen it happen already to some people. At any date they ever give you, count the day before as your last day. Because Fiji time is ahead of most of us around the world, ahead of us. All right. And that's all it is to it, basically. Just hit the send button once you got the amount in there. They got their TBC wallet address here in this area. And, you know what 1 TBC is, what it's saying here approximately for today. That's what it's saying. So that's what you go by. It's going to compute how many TBC coins, whatever, but you just whatever. You just be concerned about how much you want to send. And if you're a broadcaster, if you send $100, you will get 1 TBC. And right now, because we had a 500% increase, that now will give you 5 TBC. Just sending $100 will give you 5 TBC coins. Okay? But it will not give you a TBC coin, 1 coin, if you're just a basic member. That's why we push people to be broadcasters. You get more benefits. I'm telling you. We harp on that so much as live broadcasters. So that's basically it. Right now, how to send. Once you hit the send button, it goes. And within less than a minute, it's confirmed in that person's wallet. Now, I haven't sent anything. I haven't partnered with me and purchasing anything under the new wallet. They did it on the old wallet. So I haven't done one yet, so I can't show you exactly how that part is done. But just know that Once you got everything in the recipient's addresses, their TBC wallet, you got the amount they want to purchase here. I've just put 250 here. It could be any amount. It could be 500. It could be 500. That's what they're purchasing. It's got to be what they're purchasing. They will not, and I'm going to repeat this, they will not tolerate you discounting, you purchasing TBC for less than or more than what one coin is worth, and whatever you purchasing is worth of TBC. It has to be the exact what it is, and this wallet can compute exactly what it is in TBC once it's sent. That's the great feature they put it. And I hear they're gonna put a QR code in these new wallets eventually too. So hopefully we'll be able to use this even on our phones at some point. That'd be great to have something like that technology. So bigger, better things are coming with our wallets, our cash back office, and anything related to TBC. There are bigger things coming. Trust me on that. Okay. All righty. Okay. I'm gonna stop this screen share. Now, and I don't have much more time left in this live broadcast, but I'm gonna just say to you, Crypto TBC, thank you, John, for coming today, and Romeo, thank you so much, guys, for appearing for my live broadcast. You know, Nicole, I think she's here. I'm not sure if she's in the live. I thought she would be here. I don't see her in the live chat, but she said she was gonna be here. But anyway, if you're here and want to and listen to this, you know, make sure you support her. She's Dream Homes and Investment on YouTube. Nicole out of Italy. She speaks. She's a great leader over there. She's one of few that's doing live broadcasts over there, and she does it in German, English, and in Italian. She did her live broadcast in English today, and she had a chat talking about merchants and you know, starting out with 50% TBC and their currency in Italy and you out of Europe. And I gave a lot of feedback during the chat, and Bitcoin Scott did, and a few others. And what we're going to try to do is pull together a few of us, or maybe a live video where we can discuss this about the proper way to go out and get merchants. But see, let me just say this about this subject really quickly. I know we have all these ideas on how to approach a merchant or approach a supplier. And I'm going to say this, you notice I said supplier. We want to run to these merchants. But remember one thing that's got to happen. That's the simple thing that you got to know. Merchants, they're people, aren't they? Just like you and I are. They have to be a part of TBC too. They got to be a member before they can even do any transactions through their store or service. Everyone has to become a member, the suppliers. Now, there's she talked about some language barriers. We may have to get some people that can translate. You know, she spoke about the system, the line by line, what you do on TBC, become a broadcaster. First thing is giving a gift. You saw it on the blog. Well, that isn't so important. She talked about that. She wished that it was in other languages. But you got to be mindful that when our admin, when they put things out, because English is so widely used around the world, they put everything in English. So you have to, I would suggest, and if admin is hearing this, and I know they watch me all the time, and they watch a lot of these, that is a cry out for, you know, some of our language, some of the English language to be in other languages. And I believe as you know, we have a lot of broadcasters that speak in other languages. And Nicole is one. Mons Magnet, Chantel out of the Netherlands over there, she does it. And some people over in Mbek, the camera, he speaks in French and also English. There are several people that are doing it in other languages. They're speaking it. And also what Chantel does, I think she copy and paste it and redo it in Dutch. That may be what has to happen for us broadcasters as we speak in English on certain things. You may have to type it out in your language, so people that understand that language. But it's kind of hard right now we need more broadcasters and speaking in other languages so people can at least understand them. And when you speak to a person in a language and they speak that language, they understand, of course. But as we get more merchants and more suppliers and involved in the Billion Coin, we know that language barriers may be a problem. I believe that our admin already realized that. I know that admin does everything on the blog in English. And that's because English is a language that's widely used all over the world. Unfortunately, there are some languages that's out there that's foreign that they don't use all over the world as wide as they use English. I can't fix that. That's not my area. That's all TBC admin and tech support that has to figure out something that. I don't know if a translator got to be that have a button that you can translate everything in our blog in another language. That would be neat if that's not already there. I don't believe it is though. Because we realize, and admin realized that we have people from all over the world. Those 3.2 million plus people in the Billion Coin are from all over the world. 1.4 plus just in Nigeria alone. 476 or 8,000 people in Philippines. Over 75,000 here in the US. I know it seems like everything that's here, because y'all know that we speak English in the US. And I know it seems like we have people, everything that's is in English. But as I said before, the English language is accepted in so many countries. And unfortunately, some people can't speak it. Nor can I speak your foreign languages. Yes, I want to learn. Spanish is one language that I want to learn. Tagalog, the one they speak in Philippines, is one I want to learn. I like to speak Italian or something. I want to speak different language. I want to learn it. I do personally. That's something I'm working on. But I'm just saying to you that it's important to know that what I'm saying all this is say this. What I'm saying is we have to understand that our TBC experience, as well as the coin, is still evolving. It's still evolving. So we got to exercise patience and know that that greater things are coming. Greater things are coming. Okay? Wow. I got somebody here that I never seen before. Great. I can't even, forgive me, I can't even pronounce this name. Okay. Mato, last name. I can't even begin to say your first name. But forgive me. I don't want to I don't want to say it wrong, so I won't even try. But I want to thank you for being, there's that's Nicole. She's here. Nicole, if you caught, you got anybody came in later when I stopped, you can go back and listen to it. But it's really important to know that the Billion Coin is still evolving. And there are bigger things coming. Hear what I just said? There are bigger things coming. Everybody wonder. Stephen just said bigger things are coming. He must know something. No, I don't. Let me tell y'all something. You hear me say this every live broadcast. If you do not become a student of the blog and can see some of the things that I see in the blog, you are missing a treat. If you're just reading the blog, like I always say, going line by line and read it, and then you're done for the day, you're missing it. You're missing it. See, I know when I speak sometimes and say certain things, I say things on purpose for admin to hear it. That's just me personally. Admin knows my heart. They know that I have a passion for this thing. And they know a lot of you all too. Like Dream Home Investment, like Syringe, and Dara Metlock. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I thought she couldn't make it, but she made it. And Dara Metlock out of California. Thank you so much for being here. I know you've been real busy out in California. Thank you so much for those that's showing up, But I'm just saying that I've said it before and I say it again to you all. TBC admin is watching you on your live broadcast. They're going through their vetting these broadcasts one by one. What I do when I finish, I copy and paste the URL. I put it in the broadcast awards under your QuickCast back office, and I also put on a testimonial page. When you put on a testimonial page, guess what happens? When they go through the testimonials and watch videos, boom, and they decide which video I want to feature on the blog. Have you noticed a lot of us has been featured on the blog? They like what we're saying. I am really big on educating people properly when they come into the Billion Coin. You got to educate them properly. If you're not educating people properly, you're not doing them very much good. And I'm not just talking about new people. There are quite a bit of us that's in Billion Coin right now, and I can tell they don't have it because I get messages almost every day from people asking a question. Like I got a person that's in Africa, and because I'm not answering this question every time he answers it, he thinks I'm ignoring him. And I sent him a message today. I'm gonna say this to you again. Yes, I have a lot of knowledge in the TBC, but I am not TBC admin, and I'm not TBC what? Tech support. We have a new help desk button in our QuickCast back office. If you've got an issue with that, you need to do a support ticket with the help desk. You hit help desk, it goes right to the link. Ask you for your email, then it goes to the next page. It's very easy. And they will see it eventually. Yes, they will. Sometimes they give you a reply back almost instantly. They're not saying that they're going to fix it. They don't even know they got it. They'll usually send you an email. Okay? When you're doing, if you're not showing paid in your QuickCast back office in your account, there's a little thing down the bottom of that page. Say, click here if you have payment issues. And then it goes to another page where it already have your email, your username. And a lot of you have already seen that, so I'm not going to take you there today. Okay? West Singleton. Woo! I got some new people here that I hadn't seen before. Wow. This is great. This is great. West Singleton is in the house. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Got some great people. I got my usual ones and I got a few new ones. See, if you keep doing live broadcasts, each person is saying your name and hear your name. See, what since my picture, my video has been on 2 days in a row up there about Africa, a company branding to Africa. A lot of people are reaching out to me even more than they were before. They were reaching out to me around the world, but now they're really turning up, reaching out. People ask me what country I'm going to. Listen, all I know, and it's not edged in stone. All I know, from what I know, is Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, and Ghana. That's what all I know right now. It could be Uganda, it could be a few other areas. I don't know, but I know those 4 areas, that's what I've heard so far. I don't know what date I'm going yet. I don't know any of those type of things yet. For me, I have to upgrade. For me, I have to upgrade my U.S. passport because it's expired. And believe me, that's in the works. That'll be all done. I'm not worried about that. That's a small formality. But it's just that I'm elated about going on a mission. I call this a mission trip. This is not a luxury trip. No. Everybody's happy that I'm going. Yes, thank you so much for all the congrats that I've gotten from all of you. But I'm like a man on a mission. I can't do it all by myself, but I want to impact somebody out there. But I've said it to all of you, and I'm going to say this to you all. Yes, like a lot of us got a lot of insight in the Billion Coin. But all of you are going to have to agree with me in this. And when I say this, I want to see whether if y'all agree with what I'm about to say, I want you to put TBC is for me in the chat. First and foremost, what's got to happen? And I'm going to say it to you. You don't have to think about it because I know what it is. Y'all going to agree with me. Most of you are going to agree with me, if not all. It has to start with what? Mindset. Their belief system has to change. Am I right about that? Put it in the chat if you feel like I'm right about what I said. It has to start. Some people that's over in poverty got to start what? Here first, right? Let me see in the chat if you agree with me. That's probably the first thing that has to happen. I'm not talking about, you know, having someone come sign up with TBC. I'm not talking about that. Before we even get to TBC, and knowing these people have been in poverty for so long, what has to start to change? Here. I've done a lot of research on people over in Africa, way before TBC even existed. I know exactly what has to happen over there. And it's not going to be a small feat. I'm waiting for some, let me see, let me go down here. Hold on a minute. Yes, right, yes. They're thinking. And and one thing, and dear, I like what you just said, thinking. Let me say this about thinking. How many thinkers are in TBC? Or how many just sit by waiting, watching their wallets grow? How many are really thinkers? Because our builders are thinkers. And it's something I'm going to say for people that have never heard this before, because I know some of you have heard me say this before. For all these people that are on the fence about coming into and being a part of our community in TBC, say this to them, and y'all may want to write this down. You may want to write this down because it works for a lot of people. Sometimes it gets people over the fence. Say this to them. And so, Terez, you know what I'm about to say, right? She got it. She using it. If everybody starts saying it to people, when you want to get involved in anything, just say these words to them. Hey, if you're willing to do something you never did before, you're going to have something you never had before. Just say that to them. That little thing. If you're willing to do something you never had before, if you're willing to do something you never had before, no, change that. If you're willing to do something you never did before, you're going to have something you never had before. I'm going to say it one more time. If you're willing to do something you never did before, you're going to have something you never had before. See, the trouble with a lot of people, they don't want to go over that hurdle. They're sitting on the fence. They won't go over it. People block their blessings. God puts it all in front of us, and people block them. Things they say out their mouth, things the mannerisms, they expressions on their face, the body language. When you tell them about something that's new, you know why that is? Because they're it's about their own fears. It's about their own fears. Fear that they can't, fear they can't do it. Fear to fail. You allow those type of things to enter your brain. Do you realize? And I'm gonna tell you something. You're looking at a person that have had many trainings, many conversations of multimillionaires and other businesses I've been in. And I've had them say things to me like, Stephen, fail your way to success. The success in TBC, your success in TBC means you have to take a chance. Do you realize that so many millionaires or self-made millionaires, they took the biggest chance of all? Some even lost money before they made money. So if you don't do something you never did before, do you really expect something you ever had to have anything? Think about it. Think about it. There's so many people in poverty in those areas that's stuck. And they got to be pulled up by the root in their mind. These are some of the things I'm going to talk about to those people. See, when you got one or two or more and more saying the same thing that's keeping them in that state of scarcity, of poverty in their mind, then everything around them becomes as they are. You speak it, it becomes it. You see my point? That's what's happening. That's what people right in your own neighborhood, in your own state, your own community. Just not people that's in famine and all this poverty. It's everywhere. People have to change here before you even start mentioning TBC. And then when you're talking to someone about the Billion Coin, you need to find out what their needs are. The people that I've gotten in TBC and the numbers I've had is because I talk to them about them. Because if it's about you and what you got to offer, you're going to have a problem getting people into your organization. And that's TBC or any organization for that matter. See, I've done, you talk about recruiting and the other business I was in years ago, that was big on that. I recruited hundreds of people. So when TBC came along, I found it very easy. It may not be easy for everyone else. You got to ask yourself, what are you saying to people when you talk to them? Are you using a script? I've used a script, but I've also done some other things that have worked. A lot of people, in a nutshell, just got to do one thing. I'm going to say this, then I'm about to end. You have to get out of your comfort zone. I've said this about broadcasting. I've said that even about TBC as a whole. When you're talking to people, you got to get out of your comfort zone. All right? That's good, Sharon. I'm a thinker. I think. It's good to hear that. There's some good people in this live, in this chat, in this listening. Become a thinker in TBC and other facets of your life. Don't just live for the day and day by day in and day out, doing the same old thing. Try something different if you want to change. That TBC be one of those things. Just try something different if you want a change. Because what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. All right. Has anybody got any questions about anything that I talked about today? In an early part of my live broadcast, I just went over how you do a transaction with the TBC 0049.net. Okay. I couldn't do the actual transaction because I didn't have an actual transaction, but I did the best I could. Because I personally haven't had anyone, again, I haven't done a transaction under the new wallet just yet. I just finished migration. They just got the coins in my wallet just this past Saturday. But you can bet there's a lot of transactions coming. And those, like I said, if anybody any new person or anybody out there that may listen to this live broadcast, if you need somebody to partner with, you're looking at a person that have worked very diligently and have gotten a lot of people on our team that's doing very well in the TBC, including my own household, my own kids. Like you said, when they said that on the list, I already did it. They said come across it, broadcast it, already did it. See, I'm about doing what they expect of me. How many of you out there are going to do what admin expecting of you? See, we expecting too much for admin. It's not about admin, it's about you. Okay? You want admin to do this, you want to do that. Everybody got ideas. And some of our ideas, I'm sure, is great and good. So, I talked to Nicole, and I'm going to talk to Randy about maybe a few of us just getting on a Google Hangout. We could just discuss some things. There's some leaders, just a few leaders, just not a lot, just a few, and discuss some things. Then, depending on what comes out of it, we may share it with others. We may just start, but we got to make sure that we go to everything we have. We got to include admin. Got to make sure we follow the system, the agreement. That's the key thing. Everything's not going to go in the motion you wanted to go in TBC. We got the biggest thing we got to do in TBC is one of the biggest things we got in TBC is what? Exercise patience. That's the key. That's the key right there. Because if y'all know anything about the crypto world, digital currency, digital money, it's new in America. It's really a new thing in the world. Bitcoin is still new compared to the phase that it's in. I mean, we just got to realize what we have here is still a new coin. And it's still evolving. And it's not going to move as fast as you want it to move. You just got to be patient. Are you in for the long haul? What if it takes 5 years? What if it takes 10 years? Will you stay here? Will you stay aboard? Will you still be a part of it? I plan to, because I understand what this phenomenon we're dealing with. See, I understand the holistic approach. It's not TBC. I understand this whole crypto world. I got it. And if you expect something instant, you're in the wrong organization. I'm telling you that now. TBC was never meant to be an instant fix financially for anybody out there. It is not like any coin on the market-based side. I know that for a fact because I study them over the marketplace side. I basically know what every coin on the market, all 1,500 of them. And some of them not even going to make it. What I think to be absolutely. Absolutely. I don't have a doubt in the world about the Billion Coin, not a doubt. And I hope no one here in our chat that's listening to me have a doubt of what we have here. Because no coin out there have the mission that we have with Billion Coin to end poverty globally. No one has that one. So you got to know if you're tackling something that's very tough to defeat or to end it. Don't you know that our coin has developed to its highest capacity to make that happen? Think about it. and we have to help it develop. They're doing their part as much as they can under certain guidelines that they're under tech support. They're doing their part, and they're spending a lot of money per month doing that, and they're not doing it off of no $10 a month or $10 a year that they ask us to pay. Trust me, some of us seeing their expenditures. They're spending a lot of money per month. Admin is putting out. Brandon showed us that document on several meetings before on his videos. So I'm going to end right now. If no one else like I said, thank you so much for everyone that's here. If no one have any questions, anyone got any questions before I end today? I'll be back with you tomorrow at the same time. I ask that everyone that's here, please come back to see me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Terence, for reminding people to give me a thumbs up. We all want people to support people in our live broadcast, and I'm not the only one that broadcasts. Syringe is a powerful, great broadcast, and she's getting better and better every day. And Darren Metlock, another one, very powerful, very great broadcaster. When she has a broadcast. Oh, do you ever hear Dream Homes and Investment? And she speaks in 3 languages on separate days. Who's speaking 3 different languages? I haven't seen anybody do that one yet. Now, Bitcoin Scott, he does it in Cambodian and in English. Mars Magnet Chantel, another, she does it in Dutch and English. Crypto TBC John, he does it. He does some his in German and English. Lawrence Malecki, thank you so much for being here, brother. Another great broadcaster. Awesome. You know, if I miss some people here, the Bishop E, oh my goodness. Brother, thank you so for coming. If you miss it, try to replay it so you can hear it all. But let me say this to you. If you're those that have never heard the Bishop E broadcast, you're really missing a treat. This brother over there in Nigeria is great. He's a powerful, wonderful leader over there. They got some great people in Nigeria doing some broadcasts. My God. Just in Africa, period. That's why I can't wait to get over there and see him. I cannot wait to get over there to see you all. You know, I see him on video. Oh, man. My heart goes out to all of you out here in TBC. I just love all of you. Love those that's watching me. I love all of you. I got so much love in my heart for people. My God, the TBC, I'm just telling you me. I know me. I can speak about me. I'm just thankful that TBC admin chose me to accompany Randy. And I hope they choose one of you all to do the same thing. I let it go over in Europe. I want to go all over the world. I just chose because you know what I chose? Well, I chose Africa and Philippines because in those 2 countries they have a lot of poverty. And I know where some of those areas are located in those countries. I cannot wait to speak with them. I pray that they understand my English. Somebody may have to get a translator over there to translate for those that don't speak English. Because they're going to miss something, the things I got to say to them. And things they can do. Some people don't know. I'm going to say this last part, then I'm going out of here. Some people don't know they got things right in their country they can utilize to help them bring them out of poverty. They just haven't, but they got to see, it's all here. God puts it here for all of us. We just got to tap into it. There's a network right here, right in your brain. I just decided to learn about it when I became when I got my degree in psychology in college. I found out about how the mind works, how all these little things work in your mind, all that scientific stuff in your brain work. I learned how it works. But it's something that our awesome God put here that some of us haven't tapped into it yet. And we got to learn what that is. We go day by day and function. But if you learn how to tap into what's in your brain that has never been activated, perhaps, you may be able to handle most situations you come in contact with on Earth. Because that's what I feel like I'm about. I can handle most things. First, I don't worry about people. You can't change people. Yes, you can influence them based on what you say, but you got to be careful what comes out of your mouth. On that note, on that note, I want to thank all of you for being here with this live broadcast. It's a joy to have all of you here. Be mindful to love, show compassion, love, and respect, and create this abundance for all of us in TBC. Thank you for all of you for being here. It's a pleasure. And bye to that little one, Kayla, and to my friends over in Tennessee. Love you all. Bye-bye.